Friends, today we are going to see the methods of plane table survey. Regarding the accessories of the plane table survey and the equipment of the plane table survey, you can refer to my earlier videos where I explain the different parts of the plane table survey. Now, in plane table survey, there are four methods. The one is called as the method of radiation, one is called as the method of intersection, one is called as the method of traversing, and one is called as the method of resectioning. Today, we are going to see the first method, which is called as the method of radiation. When we are going to perform this practical of method of radiation. So the aim of this practical is to do the method of radiation of plane table survey to locate certain 4 points. Okay, 4 points say ABCD. What will be the instruments? The instruments will be the tripod, the plane table, the alidade, and all its accessories. Okay, now we will be using all these accessories one by one. Now this is the spirit level. The spirit level is used to do the leveling job like we do in the dumpy level. It is for this we keep the spirit level parallel to one edge and then perpendicular to the same edge. Okay, if it is not level, then we can use this tripod legs. We can rotate this tripod legs and we can do the leveling. Okay, so already it is leveled, so there is no need of doing that. So this is the purpose of the leveling instrument at the spirit level. Then the second accessory is the magnetic north compass. The magnetic north compass is a compass. If I keep it here like this, we can look at this magnetic trough compass. This trough compass is having a freely suspended needle where the magnetic north is shown, and here the zero is there. So zero indicates when the magnetic needle matches with this zero and this zero, then we say that the needle is showing the magnetic north. Okay, it should remain in this position. When it is other than this position, that means it is not showing the magnetic north. So when I keep my I will just loosen this foot screw, clamp screw here, and when I'm keeping this here, you can see that the magnetic north is not shown. So what I will do is that I will rotate this prismatic compass. Okay, I will rotate this prismatic compass till the needle comes in the center. You can see there is a movement of the magnetic needle. So I rotate this till the freely suspended magnetic needle is showing the magnetic north. So when I come in this position, now you can see here the needle has come in the center. Okay, so when the needle comes like this, then we can draw a line here indicating the north. So I draw a line in north here and I mark it as the magnetic north. Okay, so job of this magnetic compass is also over. Now we know that the principle of plane table survey is parallelism. So we are going to use that principle to draw the rays. I had done the centering, I had done the leveling, I had done the magnetic north. So the temporary adjustments of the compass is now over. So now U4. So we will now start with the first point. I have taken 4 points. The point A, where the ranging rod is there. The point B, where there is another ranging rod. The point C, it is a corner of some building. And the point D, which is also another corner of the building. So we are So we will start with the first point, A point. Now this is my alidade. I will keep the alidade touching to my, this is the pivot. Okay, on the station point I fix a pivot point. I touch this alidade. You can take the right hand side of the alidade or left hand side, but you have to take the precaution that every time you are using the same edge. So I will keep it parallel to this. Now I touch this. You can see here I have touched this. I have touched this pivot, and I will now bisecting the ranging rod which is kept at the point A. So I am using the eyepiece. This is the eyepiece of the eyepiece or the eye vein or the eyesight of the alidate. This is a simple alidate. I will use this eyepiece, and then you can see here, this is the object vane. The object vane has got a crosshair here. So the crosshair of this objective should match with the slit of the eyepiece. So now I am seeing this. Okay, so that point is bisected. It is in line with. So this process is called as the ranging. Now I will draw a line here. This line is randomly drawn. Okay. When I draw this line, now I will be doing the measurement by the tape. किती आहे मीटर मध्ये? 785. Okay. So the distance is 7.85 meters. So I can choose some suitable scale. Okay. I have to represent 7.85 meters on this paper. So this alidate is having a ruler here. So you can use this. This is now marked in. This seems to be in centimeters, but it's not fine. Anyway, we'll use this. See here. So this is 7.85. So if I take 1 in 100 scale, it will be very small. So I will take a scale of 7.85, 15.7. Okay, so I will take a scale of 15.7. That will be 1 in 200. Sorry, 1 in 50 scale. 15.7. So this is 14. This is 15. So 15.85. So I will mark this. Sorry, along this line. So this is, I use a small letter A. I use a small letter A for the ray OA. So this is my ray OA, but I am using the small letter A. Okay. So this is my distance 7.85. So I write here 7.85 meters. Okay. So this is one line. So I will take the second line now. I will measure it. Put it. 6.35. So I will now use the alidate to bisect that ranging rod, and I will mark a distance of 6.35 which I have measured. So you have to be careful to take the right hand side, because earlier you had taken the right hand side. So you can see here, every time you should be remembering that you are pivoting along the pivot point. You should it should touch it. Your alidate should not come separate like this. It should touch that pivot point. Okay, and then you bisect it properly again, and you draw a line here. This is the ray indicating the line OB. Okay, so OB is your point here. Now I measure it to scale. The distance is 6.35. So a scale of 1 in 50, it will be 12.70. So 12.70 I will take on this scale here. So this is 12, 13. Okay. It's better to have a more regular scale. I will use the alidate scale and mark this point. So this point now is point B. I use a small letter B here. Okay. So if you want, you can join these points A and B by a dotted line. So this is one part of your structure or building or whatever. So this was one point, this is another point. Similarly, I mark the third point. I will measure it. Okay, distance
2.75 meters.
2.75. So I will bisect that point and I will mark it. So I have drawn a line. I will draw a line of ray. This is the ray indicating the point C. I will use the capital letter, but I will use a small letter to show the 2.85. Na?
75.
2.75. So that will be 5 meters or 5 centimeters on my scale of 1 in 50. So I will mark a point here of 5 centimeters. So this is the point C. Okay. I can now join these points A, B, C. So this is how my traverse looks like by dotted line. Then I go to ultimately I go to the last point, that is D point, and I will use again the tape. So that distance is 16.30 meters. So I will draw the last ray, that is the OD ray. I will bisect the point OD. I will indicate the point D with a capital letter D, and I will mark it 16.80, 16.30. So that will be to scale 32 meters. So slightly we are going out of the paper here. So I will use a smaller distance. Say for the sake, I will use a distance of say 20 to indicate that distance. Okay. So let us say this is 32 meters. So this is 2.75 meters, and this was 6.35 meters. Okay. So now I can join this point C to D. And I will join the point A to D. So you can see here now this A, B, C, D. This is A, this is B, this is C, and this is D. So this represents the 4 points which we have done today, and if I want, now I can calculate the area of this polygon by dividing into triangles and rectangles or whatever. Now the positions of these points are fixed. Now if you measure this point, if you want to do a check, we can do a small check here. I will measure this point BC. This PC point should represent, now this on the paper should match with the point on the ground. Okay, so this point BC is having a distance of 18.25 on the scale, so that will be 9.12 meters on the ground. So we will just check it. You can see. So this distance should be approximately 9.12 meters. So you can see here the distance is exactly 9.12 meters. So this is a check on our work, that the work which we have done is a good work. Okay. So this is what is method of radiation method. So in radiation method, all the points you can see here are radiating from the station points. From the O it is radiating towards A, towards B, towards C, and towards D. So this is a method of radiation where the points are radiating from one single point. Okay, this method is good for a small work where the points can be measured from the single station position. Thank you.